Hello friends, I hope everybody's doing well. First I would like to thank everybody, those who commented, um, your thoughts and prayers on my eyesight. It is getting better. It's a slow progress, but I do have a good doctor that's been working on my eyes, and they seem to be coming along pretty well. But at least it's going in the right direction. So, okay, so in today's video, I have this Ryobi trimmer that I use here in the yard, and I used it for the day, ran fine. I shut the machine off. Then the next morning, I went to start it, and it was really hard to pull, So, my first thought that the engine was flooded. So I removed the spark plug, and the spark plug was wet, and I turned the machine upside down so the spark plug hole was facing down, and I was giving it some pulls, but no fuel was coming out of it. It seems to still be the same thing today. I have the spark plug in. So what we're going to begin by doing is I'm going to remove the spark plug again, and then I'm going to show you how easy that the, it pulls really easy when you got the plug out. And even though I turn it upside down and pull it to make sure there's no fuel in the piston, in the cylinder, there's not a drop in it. So we're going to begin by doing that, and then my second thought, then we'll move on with my second thought of this, what it could be. Okay, so let me set the camera up. Let me set the camera up and we'll get going on it. Okay, so when I go to pull start it, it's really, really tight. Okay, I disconnected the spark plug wire here, and I was thinking if it jumped time and you have this disconnected, it should be okay. If it jumped time and I had disconnected and it was really hard to pull, then I could see that the timing, it could be something with the timing, like the flywheel key sheared or something like that. So if I take the spark plug out here, it pulls real easy. If I flip it upside down, there's no gas coming out of it. So I don't know if it still has gas in it. Yeah, it does still have gas in it. What I did was I disconnected the fuel lines also here, so it wouldn't allow any more fuel to go into the engine. I think we'll do that again right now. Let me see. I just want to make sure where these go, so I put them back on right. Alright, so that forward one goes on the bottom here. The inlet. Unless I already crossed them. I'm not sure if I already crossed the lines. They should pull right off. I just had them off. Yeah, this one goes to the primer bulb here. It's a longer one here. Alright, so, okay. So, for argument's sake, let me pump some of this gas out of here. Flip it back upside down again. Oh yeah, there's a lot of gas pouring out. Oh no, it's pouring out of where I disconnected the line. Boy. Alright. Okay, so if I stick the spark plug back in, I'm not going to screw it. Yeah, I'll screw it in all the way. I'll tighten it up anyway. Okay, so my second thought is the spark arrestor in the muffler may be clogged. I can't see why, because usually what happens is the machine will start bogging when it starts to clog. I really don't want to go too crazy on this. When this machine was given to me, it was given to me with the with the chainsaw attachment on it, and I just turned it into a weed whacker because I need the weed whacker more than I needed the chainsaw. But I would like to get it going because I don't have any other trimmers that will accept the chainsaw attachment on it, so I would like to get it running. Because in the meantime, I'll just use my trusty Echo machine I had to use that day. I didn't want to waste too much time, so when I pulled the spark plug out, flipped it upside down, and there was no fuel in the piston, in the cylinder, I just said the heck with it, and I put it aside. And now I'm just getting back to it now, and I figured I'd make a video on this. And I want to try to position you where you can see what's going on here. Because what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this back cover off. Now, to get to access to the muffler, you would have to pull this whole nose off here. This is already cracked. I don't know if it fell or what, but I already made one cut here. So when I take this off, I might just cut this across here and here so we get the muffler off and see what's going on as far as that goes. And let me make sure that you're still in somewhat view here, and which you are. I'm doing this the best I can, so bear with me because I still can't see that good. I'm going to get these screws all the way out so we don't lose them. And I think there's a screw down here. I think it's missing the screw on this side here. And I can't tell what's holding this here right now. I can't tell what's holding it here. Unless I missed the screw there, which is very possible. Yeah. I think there's a screw in here. Nope. Where the heck is that other screw at here? I don't want to break it off. I can help it. Alright, let me pause you here a second. Yeah, if I could ever hit the pause button. Okay, so I cut a small piece off this side here. No big deal. Not a big deal here. So I don't even know if I turned the camera back on. Yeah, it's on. Alright. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and I started loosening the muffler here. I'm just going to do it by hand. Sure, my hand was in the way for you there. Alright, so we're going to take this off here and see what we got in here. Here, I'll show you. The spark arrestor is right in here. It looks clogged to me. Alright, so the obvious thing to do is we're going to turn this back over. Let's see if it pulls now. Nope. So it's not the problem. I have no idea what the problem is. Still really hard to pull. I thought the muffler might be clogged. That looks pretty dirty in here too. But if I turn this over, there's no gas coming out of where the manifold is here, or the cylinder itself. It bolts to. It doesn't have a manifold, so that remains pretty much a mystery here. I don't know if I should take this crankcase. Maybe the crankcase below the pistons loaded with gas. Could that be? I don't know. It's a funny thing. You take the spark plug out, and it pulls real easy. Doesn't make sense to me. Never had this happen before. Usually when this happens, like I said, means there's gas in the cylinder, and when you pull the plug out and do like I did by giving it a few pulls, it usually clears it right up. Now it pulls easy. Let's see what's going on. Is this piston's probably going up and down okay. Yeah. Piston's working, you know. Piston's going up and down. So I don't know, it's kind of a mystery here that we have to try to figure out. Let me see if I'm going to go on to, like I said, if it wasn't for the chainsaw attachment, I would just take the brand new primer bulb I just put in it recently and just throw it in the junk pile and get rid of it. But I want to try to see what's going on. It's a good idea to see what's going on with it anyway, whether we fix it or not. Okay, so I'm going to pull the gas tank off, and the crank cover down here, we'll pull that off and see if that's loaded with gas and see what's going on with that. Or if it could have bad piston rings and it just went right through into the bottom. I don't know. We don't know until we get this off here. We won't know anything here. Now what else is holding this tank on? Why the heck is everything got to be such a pain in the ass? Let me see what else. I thought just the two screws held that gas tank on. Oh, there's a screw in here, I think. It's been a while since I had one of these apart. Forgot about that third screw in there. Alright, should pull right off now. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, so we have to take what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws out. I might have to take you off camera here, but alright, it's a smaller bit. I'm sorry, I don't know what size bits I'm using here. Uh-oh. You don't want to strip it, and I think I did already. I have to do it by hand. Hopefully the damage is not done. Yeah, damage is done. Alright. I'm just curious to see what's going on with this, otherwise it would have gotten tossed in the junk pile like I just said. Okay, so yeah, I had to end up, I got 4 of the bolts out by banging on bigger and bigger Allen keys. But the 2 bolts on the outside here, I couldn't get them out. So I just cut off the heads to get the cover off. But I didn't see a lot of fuel come out when I did that. So I still don't know what's the matter with this, why it's like this. I mean, you could take this and turn this. I still got the spark plug out, and it turns really easy. There's no problem there. So I guess we'll stick the spark plug back in. And see if it's still the same. It's a real mystery. I guess next take the carburetor off and see what's going on in there. What it is the compression is not exhausting at the exhaust. I don't know, it's weird. But then again, and it's popping too. So we'll just let it go as the engine's no good anymore. And it's a funny thing, like I said, I ran it ran fine, I shut it off, and the next day, this was the problem. Do you hear that popping? That it's doing? That is so weird. I just wanted to get down to seeing what was the matter with this. You know? Maybe I'll take the carburetor off and see what's up with that. So, alright, so what I'm going to do is we'll get this carburetor off here. Let me grab the torque. Let me make sure you're still in focus. It's too bad we're going to have to end up junking this thing anyway, because I wanted to put the chainsaw attachment on it. See what size this is. I think this is too big right here. Oh no, that's it. Weird. This is weird. It's the first time I ever had one like that. Do this. I'm not going to bother taking the cylinder off or anything like that. That's it. I think that's it. I mean, like swollen rings. You think that could be? I don't know what it could be. This thing is just weird. Crazy. Anyway, this is what you do, if anything. If you have a flooded engine, you take the plug out and you turn it upside down and give it a few pulls and get the fuel out, which will indicate you have a stuck needle and seat, or the diaphragm's just so petrified that it's stuck, you know? I'll take the primer. I made a video on that, how to put the primer on without taking the carburetor off. And into the junk pile this thing will go. But still the same thing. And you hear that popping. If anybody knows what it could be, let me know. I know it's a two-stroke and it doesn't have any valves. You know? Something get caught in there, something clogged in there, something, I don't know. Who knows? Here. I mean, what could be so clogged? What about the exhaust side? It's wide open. Here. You know? Well, I guess it seems it's better than. Well, it's too bad we couldn't figure out exactly what's going on here. And then you take the spark plug out, which will do that one more time again. It's weird. This is crazy. And it pulls simple. Like nothing. Yeah. I got my thumb over it. It almost seems as though the compression's even trying to come out the intake side where the carburetor bolts on. Alright, so if anybody knows, please comment me and let me know. Yeah, we can't fix this. I can't anyway. And it's not worth it anyway, so. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. And that's it for today. See you all later.